What are these? Let's see. I honestly have no idea. They look like possibly plant holders that would go outside of a house. Let's pull up and check this out. Whoa, they look expensive at the least.
What are these? Oh, they are plant holders. And wow, they're kind of rusty, but these are a freaking score. Yes, yes.
These are money. They're kind of a little bit like rusty or worn, but the reality is somebody's gonna buy these 1,000,000%. Let me just back up to them so I can load them quicker. Perfect. What do we have here? Like a miniature golf cart. No way.
No way. Look at this thing. Wow, this is epic. This is too good to be true. I gotta get this. I don't know the condition of it, but I could only imagine Fifi driving in this. If we can make it possible, we are going to make it possible. The miniature battery-powered golf club. Here's the deal. I was just using my new Vantrue Dashcam. This could be a total game changer for trash picking and having all these different angles. It films in front of the car, like the road. It films the driver, me, but it also films the rear of the truck. So you're getting 3 angles while out picking. This video is going to be a full review of the Vantrue N4 Pro S 3-channel dashcam. And I plan on utilizing this dashcam in the future for picking. Please let me know in the comments if you want to see a full video utilizing this dashcam for trash picking, and I'll make it happen. Enjoy the video, everyone, and all the links will be in the description if you want to check it out and purchase one for yourself. It's on. Okay, so for me personally, if I recorded something on my dash cam and I wanted the footage and I wanted to download the footage, I would take the SD card and put it in my computer. But for most people, they just use their cell phone, their iPhone, for a computer, and they don't want to go through all of that. They don't want to take the SD card out. Makes sense, right? They're going to want to use the app. Super easy to find. You just go to the app store where you download your apps, type in Vantrue, download it, and it'll give you a little button to connect your camera. And then there's a list of all the different Vantrue cameras. Go to the one that you have, click on it, and then connect it. It'll give you prompts on how to connect it. So I'm in the app right now, and it's basically giving me the ability to see everything that I can see on the dash cam. I can record from my phone, start recording, and I can do everything that I can do on the actual dash cam on my phone and more, I believe. You can reconfigure how it looks, make it the full screen. You can switch the cameras up from the phone. Gives you the ability to switch which one's big, which one's small. Now I have the camera that's facing me as the main screen. Now I have the camera in the back of the truck as the main screen. And then now I'm switched to all 3 are on the screen. Go to the folder, and you're going to check out your normal videos. So you have all of your footage right here that the camera filmed, and you can go through it and click on random clips and then download them, and it'll download it right to your phone. So wherever you keep your photos and your videos on your phone, that clip will then be available for you to see, for you to send to someone, and for you to replay at your will. So I just want to say this for the viewers who are actually going to use a Vantrue dash cam in the future, or if you're already using one and you're having this problem. It was hard for me to connect my iPhone to the app. Well, the app on my iPhone to the actual camera itself and to download the footage like I just showed. So what I had to do to connect it, I was trying for, I'm not even kidding, I was trying to connect my phone for like 2 hours, doing everything I possibly could, reading forums on Reddit, watching videos, and I found a little post on Reddit by Vantrue, the company themselves, and it just explained 3 simple steps of how to connect it if you're having trouble connecting it. And it was: turn your phone off and back on, put your phone in airplane mode, and turn off all the cellular data on your phone, and then connect the app to the camera. And it worked. So now I'm able to connect to the camera, download footage at will. I guess all I'll say is make sure you're doing everything exactly correctly so that you can connect your app to the camera and be able to view and download footage from the dash cam that you filmed earlier in the day. It was extremely frustrating for me, so I don't want anyone else to go through that process. So just follow all the steps, do it right, and if all else fails, put your phone in airplane mode, turn off your cellular data, and manually connect it through the Wi-Fi on the camera to your phone.
I do love the feature of being able to switch the camera views around on the display as well as the app, and just put like either the back camera, the front camera, or the camera facing you in the driver's seat as the main display. Really nice feature. But getting down to it, this is probably my favorite feature on the camera, is having the ability to monitor your car or truck while you're not in it, while you're not driving. So there is different modes for parking. So say you're parking somewhere like I do all the time, and you're not sure if somebody's going to mess with your vehicle. So instead of just recording everything the entire time and having, gigabyte after gigabyte of footage, you can put your dash cam in one of multiple different parking modes. There is collision mode, which is shown right here on the app, but I would like personally use motion mode, meaning that the camera is going to detect motions or changes in lighting and then start recording for 30 seconds. So if somebody's moving past the camera around your car, touching your car, trying to open your car, whatever that may be, any suspicious activity around your vehicle, the camera is going to detect that and start recording. This is like having a security camera on your car while parked at all times. This is the rear camera, and obviously it's exposed to the elements. It's outside of the car, but this camera is completely waterproof. So you don't have to worry about it getting wet. It's going to get wet, and it's not an issue. You can just splash it with a whole bucket of water if you want to. So rain, snow, sleet, whatever, it'll still record. It's good to go. I took some footage at nighttime with the dash cam, and I'm very impressed with the clarity of the nighttime footage. Crystal clear. So I basically just cruised around my neighborhood at dusk, and shot of the road is so clear. Obviously you have the headlights. The shot inside of the cab of the truck, perfectly clear. That has like a night shot on it. And then the shot of the rear camera, also super clear. So if you're driving at night, definitely want to turn on your Vantrue, because this thing gets all the footage. It's so good I could even use this for editing. Like, I can use footage from these cameras for my regular YouTube videos.
So here's the deal. Right behind me, that's Atlantic City Boardwalk. Well, right there, where that flagpole is the start of the Atlantic City Boardwalk. Going that way is Ventnor. So I just installed my new Vantrue dash cam today earlier on my truck. Turn this way. One of the cameras is actually right here, and the other one is in the front of the truck. Hold on. I'll go around to it. Boop! Right there, right next to the rearview mirror. So I figured there has been so much interest in all the videos I've filmed in and around Atlantic City, New Jersey. So I thought, maybe I should just install the dash cam and take a cruise through Atlantic City from the start all the way to the inlet on Pacific Avenue and show you guys, anybody who's watching right now, what AC looks like. I'll just run the clip, and if I have to, I'll do a little voiceover to explain some of the scenery as we go. So who's ready to see AC right now today?
Atlantic City, baby! Place is boarded up. It's been boarded up for a while. Alright, this building right here is definitely the biggest abandoned building besides the casinos in all of Atlantic City. And it is freaking massive. I'm not sure how many like stories it is, but it goes high. Yeah.
I've heard there's like $5 billion worth of abandoned real estate in Atlantic City, which is mind-blowing, but kind of believable when you look around. There's such big buildings that are just sitting for years, decades even. There's like a group of people that's always hanging out front of this building. And when I drove by the first time, they yelled something to me. I couldn't quite make it out, but I'm pretty sure he said, "I got some snowballs for you." A reference to, use your imagination. But yeah, so here it is. This is Atlantic City, October 2025. If you haven't been there for a long time, or if you just want to see the area again, check out the video. I just do a full drive-through with the Vantrue Dashcam.
Here we go. So just got my new dash cam from Vantrue. I have a Vantrue dash cam in my Cadillac and it is on point. So I'm excited to put one in my truck. And I have the N4 Pro S and I'm about to hook it up today and take you all for a ride. So here's my plan. I'm going to install the dash cam. I'm going to show you guys how to install it. Here it is. So unbox it, install it, and then I'm going to take everybody with me on a little travel vlog, past some roadside oddities, through Atlantic City, and anything else I see or film along the way. So it's going to be a fun video today. I have the gimbal tracking right now, so nobody's filming me. This is all just moving with the AI tracking, which is pretty cool. And it's such a nice packaging, and they've done a great job, I think, just with the way that they put these things together. You don't even really have to use a knife to pull this open. The first look is always pretty cool to show. Nicely packaged like they always do. So it even has this foam packaging. You get a little camera cleaner and some stickers. Protected by Vantrue dash cams. So I'll just put that on my truck for fun today. Heavy claims. I've laid out everything that comes with the camera. I do want to point out that to the far side, the SD card and the circular polarizing lens cover do not come with the dash cam. Those were extras, but I would suggest using a Vantrue SD card just due to the nature of most cameras and the fact that this card will definitely work with the camera and there's not going to be any corruption or any issues. And then I do want to point out that it is kind of a bit of a complicated process, so take your time with the install because you want this to be right.
The dash cam that I have in the Cadillac is a little bit different than this because it only has a forward facing camera that faces the road. This one has a camera that faces me and a camera that faces the road, so I'm going to be installing it on this side of the rear view mirror instead of on the other side. So this will be the first time I'm installing a camera. I'm going to probably put it up kind of as high as I can to keep it out of my view, but basically around right here. So I'm placing the plastic sticker on here and it pretty much just secured itself right to the window, and they do give you a thing to apply it just to make sure that it's really on there and to get the air bubbles out and everything like that. So, and then you peel off this extra piece here when it's all said and done, so you know that's on there. So this has a little one of the, oh no, I didn't just do that, I just totally botched that. So there it is. I'm gonna put this right here, pull off this little piece here so that the camera's ready to go. This will be basically right where the camera's gonna be. Take that off, take that off. I can move it around just a little bit, but I'll be able to see on this screen here. It's like fully on, let's say. English. Okay. We're gonna have to go to, do they have New York on here? They have LA, they have New York, here we go. Setting all the time and everything. I don't need to bore you guys with this. This is a little bit kind of fancy. Here, look at this. You pull that off and the SD card goes right in there. There you go. That's pretty crazy. Not sure what just happened. Okay, so we do have the camera facing me right here, camera facing the street. This isn't the completely ideal situation, but hold on. I'll show you guys the camera on the back of the truck. Usually it would go about right here, kind of under here. I'll show you guys where it would go on a car. So if I was installing this on a car, I would put it under here. See how there already is a camera there? I'd put it right next to there somehow. But we don't have that option on the truck. So I just placed it right here on the side so it's out of the way of the tailgate. I'm going to tighten the screws so it's not moving around, and then I just ran the cord under here, put some nails in here to keep it there in here, and it's ran to the camera. Alright, full install. The Vantrue is up and running. 3 cameras, and we are going to go see some sights. We are going to go by Lucy the elephant, and we are going to go to Atlantic City, New Jersey. So, see you all there. Let's hit the road, Jack.
look at this scenery right here. No way. People fishing down here, boats out there. Nice, beautiful fall day.
Here we go, coming up on it. Lucy the freaking elephant. Let's see if we can get this on film here.
No way, Lucy the elephant on the dash cam. Woo! What a sight. What a sight to see. Alright, here we go. Cruising. This guy does a crazy good Halloween setup every year, and he's just getting it set up now. Look at this. Wow. Oh yeah, it's going to be good this year. I can feel it. Yep. He's just getting it started. By the second week in October, it's going to be insane. Getting it in. Oh yeah. This place is boarded up. It's been boarded up for a while.
This might seem super basic, but when you're cruising around in your car, you just never know what is going to happen. There's so many what ifs, there's so many variables happening all at once. Driving is dangerous, period. So to have the date, the time, and the exact coordinates of each one of these videos running on the screen at all times is actually super useful if you were to get into any accident or anything happens in front of the cameras recording while on the road. I honestly think after using dash cams, I don't feel right driving without that on, and when I forget to turn it on or plug it in, I'm kind of like a little bit anxious on the road because you never know what could happen at any time, and having it on film can help you greatly in any legal situation or just having the exact footage of what happened with the time, the date, and the location of when it happened. So all that information runs across the bottom of the screen on this and the other Vantrue camera that I have. All right, thank you all for watching to the end. So there's a lot I can say about the Vantrue camera, dash cam. This model specifically, it captures so much of what's going on around you when you're driving. I don't know, it's kind of mind-blowing. So I've never had a dash cam in my work truck, and so not only for the cruise through AC and the ability to see everything that's happening in front of you, which you should be seeing, everything that's happening in the car, like my face and my facial expressions, and everything that's happening behind the truck. It's just crazy. Like when the police officer comes up, you have just all the angles. Him coming up from the back, me seeing the police car go around the side, and then the police car going off into the distance. So I'll have all the links and everything you need to know to check out the dash cam or other models from Vantrue in the description of this video. I used the dash cam a few other days since then, and it's really, really nice to have when I'm hauling the trailer. Having it on the dump trailer when I'm dumping the trash, it just gives you such a greater view of what you're doing, backing up to the trailer, hauling the trailer, dumping the trailer, everything. So big plus. I can't believe I've lived my entire life without a dash cam in that car, and probably hopefully we'll get one for Sammy's car as well, so that all of our vehicles have one of them. Oh, Atlantic City is just so intriguing. Like, it's fascinating what goes on there. There's a lot of content that can be made in AC. Yeah, the term is just intriguing. Like, everything that goes on there and just the whole aspect of that city in general, I think is interesting to a lot of people, and myself included. So there was like this abandoned beach bar. I filmed one, what was that, 2 years ago or last year, when the Hard Rock had a beach bar and then it got crashed over by the storm. But there's another beach bar that's even more crazy that I was looking at today, and I filmed some of that. So that'll be a video coming out. Yeah, there's just going to be a lot of videos coming of AC in the future. So if you guys have anything in Atlantic City that maybe you went to years ago, or you remember, or you want me to film, or you think is interesting enough to capture, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get out there and get some footage. In the ending statement here, I was going to delete all the part in that one video that I uploaded about like a week ago or something. It was that really, really long trash picking video. And I'm talking about my mental health. I'm talking about therapy. I'm talking about a lot of different things. And there was like a few times in editing and before I actually let the video go live where I was going to delete all of that because I was just worried about being so open and being so like just real and raw, basically my failures and just my me just not recognizing what was going on in my own life and not recognizing why I am the way that I am just feels like a failure. Either way, I got so many good comments, positive comments about that little speech that I'm definitely going to include more of that in my future videos. And I was taught my whole life that therapy is useless and it doesn't work and there's no point to do it or go to it. And now I understand why. You know, I was kind of like trained away from it or like raised to not think that therapy would be important or helpful in my life. And there's a lot of reasons why somebody would try to convince me of that. But it's been nothing but a blessing to me. And I think that you're not a weak person for getting help and trying to heal. I think actually going to therapy, admitting it, and telling people that you go and it's helpful for you is actually empowering, and you're actually a stronger person for that, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. But yeah, there's just so much to life and to being raised and to becoming an adult and then becoming a parent yourself. If you find the right person on a professional level that can help you through it all, I think that it could be one of the most important choices you ever make in your life is to go out and get help when you're struggling and when you need it. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the continuation of it and being able to recognize who I am and look in the mirror and actually like take accountability for things that I've done instead of trying to just always point the finger at someone else or something else and ignore the fact that I need to be responsible for myself. Nobody else can be responsible for me at this point. You know, I'm a full-grown adult. So check it out. Shout out to Vantrue. Support those who support us, who you know, fuel this channel. And yes, you know, this is a branded video. I'm not acting like it's not. But the ability to work with companies like Vantrue, it seems so natural now, but I could have never imagined doing this and being in this position, say 10 years ago, just through me and Sammy too. It's not like there's nobody else making this happen but me and the work that I've done, and Sammy and the work that she's done for this channel, for our business. So it feels good. And it makes it everything possible, like all the video content that we create now and the ability to pay our bills and keep going and keep making videos. These brands provide the incentive and that extra cushioning to make it all real. Definitely check them out. Check out the links in the description and I'll see you all in the next video. Let me know what you guys want to see. Leave it in the comments. Anything. Got a ton of content coming. I just got to figure out how to edit faster. Peace.